All white Protestant American Gentile. That's the only place you can pick on. They're the only ones without an organization. They got no place to go for help. You tell a tall Gentile, drop dead. It's up to you. That's it. You can't pick on homosexuals today. You really can't. You notice I didn't bother you? I did not bother you. You cannot pick on homosexuals. They're persecuting everybody else now. You ever notice how they persecuted everybody else? They were persecuted before, and it was disgusting. It was, let's be honest, it was disgusting. But they've achieved a great measure of equality. Now they're expressing all the bitterness and frustration that they saved up from all the years that they were persecuted. Now when they look at a heterosexual, they are mad. You ever see how they look at you now? You're cooked. And all the heterosexuals are now apologizing. I don't know how I became a heterosexual. I'm trying to get over it. This is not definite. Give me a chance. I'm thinking it over. Who says I have to walk like this? I can walk like this. You know, it's even considered bad taste. I don't know if it is here, but in the United States, if you identify somebody as a homosexual, it's considered persecution. It's considered bad taste. It's an insult. It's a personal insult. If you identify anybody as a homosexual. Do you know that? Does that make sense to you? It made sense 10, 15 years ago when they were embarrassed by being homosexuals. They were. But today they're the proudest people in America. That's right. 10 years ago, they couldn't go any place without looking for a closet. Every time you saw them, you see a closet, a closet. They were finding coming out of a closet, I'm in the closet, I'm back out of the closet. You see a closet around here, let's go do, I need a closet. They wouldn't go any place without a closet. I thought they were in the furniture business. But today they're the proudest people in America. You ever see how proud they are? Even here, I notice how proud they are. Every time you see them, as soon as they get together, a parade starts. A parade. You can't find 2 homosexuals in America without 4 parades. Are you busy? No, a parade, a little parade. Not only are they parading all the time, they demand to be in your parade. You cannot have a parade in America today without a special section for the homosexuals. Is that true here too? They demand special sections for homosexuals in every parade. Does this make sense to you? When they have a parade, do you bother them? Who bothers them? I never saw a group of Jewish butchers say we have to have a separate section for Jewish butchers and the homosexual parade. Not that I'm picking on them. I was even in favor of allowing them to be in the army. Are they allowed to be in the army in this country? Did you pass away? I'm talking to you. In this country, are homosexuals allowed in the army? They're not. Isn't that amazing? I didn't know that. They were never allowed in the army in America. But Clinton, President Clinton, I don't know if you heard it, he's the president. I don't think he believes it either. He walks around like he can't believe he got the job. But listen to this, in America, are you busy? I'll tell you the whole story. In America, Clinton made an issue out of it because the homosexuals demanded to have a right to be in the army. And he guaranteed it to them in the last election. He guaranteed the homosexuals that they'll have every right to be in the army, that he's going to lift the ban on homosexuals in the army. Do people know about this in this country, that he promised to lift the ban on homosexuals? Do you remember this? Do people know? You read a paper here at all? After he got elected, he repeated it. He said, I'm going to lift the ban immediately. Do you remember that? Then the whole United States Senate said, we disagree with you. He said, no kidding. Well, it's up to you. He forgot the whole thing. The homosexuals got mad. They said, you promised us. He said, so what? I promise everything. He said, what am I going to do? Change my whole personality just for a fagel? That's it. And the truth is, they should be allowed in the army. Why shouldn't they? Why shouldn't a man be allowed to serve his country just because he's a homosexual? Why should people? What's the complaint? I can't understand the complaint. What are people afraid of? What? What's the worst thing he might want to do? Could you figure this out? What would he do? Make love to you? Tell him you're busy. Can't you tell him you're busy? Go do what your wife does. Say you got a headache. I say they should be allowed in the army. That's right. I wouldn't bend over backwards over it, but that's my opinion. But this is what's happening all over America. It's here too. All kinds of reverse discrimination. Women are persecuting men all over the country. Is that happening there too? Everything is considered sexual harassment. Sexual harassment became the biggest fraud in the world. Let's be honest about it. Women were persecuted. Nobody could deny that. And nobody who has any decency would excuse it or exonerate it. But the fact of the matter really is that